Good morning, welcome back on the Sunrise News feed this morning. Deliberately defying Australian law and putting our children at risk. That's what industry insiders are saying social media giants are doing by ignoring the under-16 age ban and hoping to be taken to court.
Whistleblowers say it's the same tactic that tobacco industry uses to challenge laws and make reforms expensive for the government. And for more on this morning, we bring in our commentators, Sasha Barbagat and Liz Nabel. Morning to you both.
Hello,
Sasha.
team.
I'll start with you. It's probably, are you surprised, I should say, that tech companies would want to use this strategy? Probably not much of a surprise.
No, I don't think it is a surprise. I think it's really disappointing, but I think that there were all these warnings in the lead up to the social media ban that it was going to be really difficult for the government to actually succeed in getting it done. I mean, I read a study this morning that as much as 80% of kids under 16 are still accessing some form of social media that they're not supposed to. And that's not to say that the ban itself is wrong or a bad idea, but I don't think that the parameters were in place to effectively police it. And it sounds like they're willing to go to court. And of course they are. They've got the money to do it. They can do it over and over and over again. But I will say the E-Safety Commission, they are digging their heels in. They're going to hang on. So we could see it all play out in court.
But it does feel we're constantly playing catch-up with these companies, doesn't it, Liz? That, we can't unscramble this egg. They're almost ungovernable.
Well, this is the thing, and they don't like it. So, like Meta's, I think, one of the first big companies of our generation who have just done whatever they want for the longest time, and now we're trying to get them to toe the line, and they do not like it one bit. So I think it's kind of nice that we're digging our heels in, and I think it's a precedent, right? They think if they can overturn this ban here, then they can do it around the world as well.
And it is setting a precedent. France obviously just put through the social media ban for under 15s there. That just happened this week. So it does change things, and we are talking about it. At least there is that. Let's move on. Would you study to be an influencer? A university in the US has split opinions after launching an undergrad major in content creation. Liz, would you sign up for this?
Look, I just don't think first of all, it's not a whole degree for a start. Secondly, I think it's universities trying to play catch up, trying to make as much money as they can because of obviously the introduction of AI and all those things. I think we're really encouraging our kids to be a bit delusional about what their potential career could be when we're telling them there's a real pathway to become an influencer by doing a degree. I just think it's a stretch at best.
I felt like making money off it, though.
Well, that is
more
the
than
point.
Some industries which are going, are certainly not in a growth phase.
And I felt like when we all heard this news, there was a bit of a collective groan here. But that's mainly from me. But that's where it's sort of going, isn't it, Sasha?
I could, respectfully, Liz, I couldn't disagree more. I think that this is an industry that exists. It's not going anywhere. People are making money off it, and it's I think influencer is a bit of a dirty word.
Yeah.
It's content creation, right? People are making stuff and uploading it to the internet that has value to society. Some people don't, but that's okay. That's like any industry or any career.
Yeah.
I can see the benefit of it, of actually teaching, young adults, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you make good content. This is how you have those relationships with brands. I mean, I don't see influencers and content creators going anywhere. So why not, create a course for it?
I agree with you.
I'll still keep groaning.
Okay, well, we might really divide the desk on this one because the internet's blowing up over a post saying we're all ruining our cups of tea. The dunk versus squeeze debate. It has kicked off and it is going everywhere after a person warned against pushing the tea bag against the side of the mug with a spoon. They say that will release a harsh tannic acid directly into your drink. Dunk or squeeze. I feel a bit...
Not the tannic acid.
I don't want to get personal here, but what is it for you, Sasha?
I'm happy to answer the question. I'm going to go completely rogue and say I'm actually a tea leaf gal.
Oh my God!
Well, you've levelled up again. You're unrelatable.
Like this too when you drink.
Yes, I have a little china teacup. No, but this did surprise me because I used to do this when I was a tea bag user, thinking I'm going to get it as strong as I possibly can. I'm shooketh by this, genuinely. I can't believe it.
This has blown your world, hasn't it? You're a coffee drinker.
I am a coffee drinker.
But your mum, she's a tea drinker.
She is a tea drinker, and we talked about this before. I think the debate should not really be about the dunking or the squeezing. It should be about where said person leaves the tea
disposal.
bag.
Pick up your bags.
That's the real question here.
Yeah, that is the big thing. My parents, and they reuse them. Is that a common thing as well?
Well, that's a way to really, stretch them out. And you know what? If you need to do that, then...
do it.
Yeah, all power to you. Don't be so
Dunk
judgy.
or squeeze. Let us know. Thanks for your time this morning, team.